you are looking to purchase solar from ProVision, the first thing you need to do is speak to an associate so they can ask you the right questions so you can get an accurate quote for your future solar install. So I'm speaking with Tasia, who's the sales manager here, and she's just gonna run me step by step through the process.
Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna wanna do when building a solar system is get your Helco bill. The reason for the Helco bill is because we wanna take a look at your kilowatt hour usage as well as your billing amounts. And a longer history is better, but if you do just purchase the home, we can also make a quote based off of like asking you questions on what your energy use could be and things like that. Some of the questions would be things like, what type of roof do you have? Do you remember when it was replaced, or if it's a new home? Other things that we might ask you is your Helco meter located on the building that you want to put solar on? If the home is fully permitted, if it's grid tied, things like that. And also if you have existing solar. If you have existing solar, you would need to build it according to what you currently have. A lot of the questions that I would ask you, things like, are you planning on increasing your energy usage? Say you're gonna add air conditioning to the home and you don't currently have it right now reflecting in your Helco bill. I would probably also ask you something like, are you having any plans to purchase an electric vehicle in the future? Because if you do, then we would have to factor in some mileage that you think you're gonna drive, how much electric vehicles, are you planning on putting in a hot tub or pool, things like that. But we would definitely ask all those questions pre-building the system so that we could give you an accurate quote. Say that you come in and you say that you have a $200 Helco bill per month. What your salesperson will do is they'll go into your energy usage tab, choose Hawaii Electric as the utility company, and they'll plug in that $200 amount for the billing along with the kilowatt hour usage, and they'll save that. The next thing we'll do is go into the site tab, and what that does is it shows us the roof of your home, and we'll draw an array on the roof of your home to add panels to. So once we confirm the site, we double check just to make sure that it's the correct home that we're putting panels on, and we will add an array area. And as we're adding an array area, we're keeping track of if we see any obstructions on the roof, things like skylights, vent pipes, anything out of the ordinary that we would stay away from when laying out the panels. After that's done and we confirm what's on the roof, we're gonna add a solution. And basically the solution is just building out the solar system according to your current energy usage, or say we're factoring in some things, that will build the system according to that. And what this will do is when we add the panels, it'll max out that entire area with panels. You can see that there's an obstruction right there. So we would take the panels off in that area, and we would pretty much just reduce panels as much as possible to get you a 100% offset. So when this annual offset says about 110%, then we will save the solution. And the next thing we want to do after putting panels on is adding a Tesla Powerwall, which is an energy storage and also a backup energy device as well. So when the grid goes down, you'll be able to use the Tesla Powerwall during grid outages, but it'll also cycle your energy at nighttime. Nice. So come nighttime, instead of pulling from the grid, you're going to be using all that energy that you stored in your Powerwall during the daytime to power your home at night. So it'll significantly reduce the amount that you pay to the utility company.
Hence why people get solar.
Exactly, yeah. And then once that is complete, once we are complete with building the system, we would send it out for pricing. And when we get the pricing back, we'll contact you and we'll set up a time to come over to your home, present the quotes, take a look at your electrical panels, answer any questions that you may have, and then we can go from there.
And then from there, would you schedule the install?
If you say that you're ready to move forward and you want to go solar, the next thing we would do is schedule a site visit. And a site visit is done by someone from our design team. They will come out to your home, get on your roof, measure your roof, take a look if there's any vent pipes on the roof, any solar hot water panels that we need to stay away from, make sure that we're following county setbacks and everything like that. They'll also take a look at your helcometer, your breakers, all those things in your attic to make sure the house is ready to go for solar. And after that, we would do all of the paperwork for you, get your signed contract and your down payment, and we can move forward with the project.
Awesome. Can you explain to me what offset is and why 110% is recommended?
Sure, so the offset is just telling you how much of your energy usage that we're going to cover. So why we recommend 110% is because if we're offsetting your energy use by 100%, it's going to take care of your current energy usage. But on those rainy days, during the winter months when the days are shorter and the nights are longer, you might need more energy to use during those times, which is why we put a little buffer on it.
And have that 110%.
Exactly.
So do you think some people ask to have it at 50%?
It's more common for someone to want to offset 100% of their energy usage because it'll take them down to the minimum Helco bill. But you can also do a 50% offset, which would take care of 50% of your current energy usage, and we're totally open to expansions later as well. It's better to get a 50% offset and start with something that we can expand on in the future than not being able to get anything at all.
So once a customer decides that they're going to go through with the quote that they were given, what is that step-by-step like?
Okay, so once we get the signed contract and down payment, it's about a 4 to 6 month process till installation. And we take care of all of the county and Helco processes for you. And if you have any questions in the meantime, we're totally open to answering any of them during the process.